Hello everyone, and welcome back to We Resin Texas. I hope everybody's doing good on this fabulous Friday. I have something that I ordered that I got in the mail, so I thought I'd show y'all what I ordered. I ordered this. I did not get any remarks or anything from anyone about how good it is or anything, so I thought I would just try it. I've seen people using it. I see quite a few people actually that have them. And I've been eyeballing it for a while. And I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try. I've already tried the little hand mixer, you know, that's you hold in your hand by Estoyo. And unfortunately, it just, yeah, I don't know. It didn't last. The blades were way too hard to get off of it, and I couldn't get the blades off. Now, this video is not sponsored in any way. I purchased this myself with my own money. They didn't give it to me. So this is mine, and this is, you know, I'll let you know how I like it, but I'm not really doing like a review on it. I just bought it because I needed a hand mixer, and I thought, why buy a single, of course, when I can get a double, and, you know, for $30 more. So that's what I did. You get, let me move this out of the way. So what you get two of the big fat paddles, I guess is what you could call it. You get two of the small paddles, and they are silicone, which is amazing because that in itself is going to clean really, really well. Unlike the other ones that I had, it was not silicone. I see a screwdriver, and some screws. So apparently there's going to be some putting together on this thing, which I kind of was not expecting because I didn't want to have to put something together on a video, because I came on to actually film a tutorial, but it probably is not going to take that long to put it together. And I have to admit, the other reason why I ordered this is because of the color. Because the pink, the teal, black and white are my actual colors for my logo. Just hadn't got my logo made yet. I still haven't, I've been playing around, but I still haven't come up with one I really like at the moment. So that's why you don't see a logo on my channel yet. But you will. Okay. Now, I'm not one to read instructions. I probably should. But I'm assuming that this goes on the bottom because it's a silicone mat. And 9 times out of 10, I can look at a picture and know how it goes. So I'm assuming that goes just like so. And I'm going to put everything back in the box until I know that this works, and this works perfectly. I'm assuming that these go in like so on the bottom, because there's a groove. There's a groove in there. So I'm assuming that this is the way. I probably should be reading instructions, guys. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Read your instructions. but I'm assuming they go in like that. And then more than likely, you're probably going to flip it over, and then this is where your screws and things are going to go. Now, okay, I'm pretty sure I have this correctly, because how else are you going to get, well, I may not have this one correct. To me, it is, because I can see the thing, but I'm going to turn it around and put it the other way. That way your two clips, I hope y'all can see me, your two clips are in the back. Okay, now I'm going to open up my screws. I have some molds out. So what I had thought that we would do today is maybe a bloom, or I may try my hand at a Larimar. I haven't done one of those either, but I've been wanting to do that too. I did the bloom the other day, and I had so much fun doing that thing. And now I wonder why I waited so long to do a bloom when, I mean, it really turned out pretty good. I mean, I think it could have been better. I mean, looking at everybody else's that I watch, you know, I think it could have been better, but hey, for my first time, I think it was pretty darn good. So I can't really complain. I know this screwdriver is not worth that fledging. Okay, but they're tight. Okay, and then I'm assuming these are just sticker thingies that go on the bottom. You can put them on, or you don't have to put them on. Let me see if they go up here. No. Okay, so they would go on the bottom, but I mean, really, what's the point of putting them on when you're just going to probably have to take them off if you ever need to get to the screw? But we're gonna do like the instructions would say if I if I have read the instructions. But we'll pretend that I did. So you're just gonna stick it in there like so, and just push it down, and that's that. Boom. And then this, I'm assuming, I don't really know. Well, I guess I should have put the top on first, because I bet you this thing doesn't turn. Okay, Tina, yeah, you should have read the instructions, stooge. Yeah, I guess I should have read the instructions, people, because I don't think this is going to turn. And this doesn't come out all the way. So, like I said, do as I do, or do as I say, not as I do. But let's see how I can get this on here. I would think that they're set to go the proper way. I mean, it can't be that difficult to get them in. I wouldn't think. So let's see. I don't know why those don't turn. I know y'all are laughing at me, or y'all are hollering at me. Or maybe that doesn't, those don't go in there. It's got to go like that. No, those have got to go in there. Okay, see? This is why you read instructions, peeps. This is exactly why you read instructions and you don't do what Tina did. Because then you're pulling things off and you're having to redo things because you didn't read instructions. But I think I'm only going to have to do one though. So let's see. I think I can get that one on without undoing this other one. I think I'm going to have to grab my screwdriver because this one is sorry. Okay. Okay, so that's the front. Let me get this back one in. I'm assuming this is how it goes. And then you turn it to lock it. Because that's what it's saying. I don't know how you... Okay, there you go. It does twist. Okay. So, got the back one in without having to hopefully take this one off. But I bet you I'm going to have to. I am going to have to because I don't want to break this thing now that I've done gotten it up in there. Yeah, I don't want to break it, so I would rather do it the way I'm supposed to do it. And if I would have read instructions, like I should have, I would have done had this thing put together. So, yeah. Sorry guys, didn't know it was going to take me this long because I really thought that it was a snap, crackle, and a pop. Okay. So then this one goes up in there just like that as far as it'll go. Do you see it here? And then you twist to lock. Well, that don't lock it. It's supposed to lock it. Okay, this one goes that way. Well, that's not locking. So you push in. It says the lock is that way. The lock's over here. Let me read this before I go any further because that should be a lock. Okay, keep pressing the release button on the back and pull the... Oh, that's number 4. Duh.
Where do you want it?
Over there, Nevaeh. I am filming. I don't know why you come in here every time.
Because I got a package.
Okay, well, that package could have waited. Thank you. Okay, it says, align the aluminum tubes to the mounting hole shape and insert it, and turn lock ring in the direction of arrow until it stops. I did that, but I would think that they don't come out after. So that arrow's going that way and the lock's over here, so that's what I did. Okay, so I'm assuming that this okay, so let's see what it's Okay. Now then. Well, second time's a charm. Okay. We're going to get this thing in here. So, second time's a charm. The first time should have been this. I really don't like this screwdriver though. It's like the screws going in cockeyed, and it don't want to. I don't know about y'all, but I like my screws really tight because I want to know that it's not going to come off. Okay, now for the little stickers. Since I have this on correctly now, and I did it the right way, according to the instructions, I did. Except I pushed that down too far. Okay. And I'm hoping, I know, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can run this. Yes, you can run this without it being charged up. So that's good. Now, from just using it just now, I believe you push, if you want to raise it up, you push the back and you raise it till it clicks here, which is awesome. And here's your paddles. I don't have a very big cup, and then your paddles, I'm assuming, go in relatively easy, I hope. Because that was my number one thing, that I couldn't get those other ones out to change them. But I like the fact that they are silicone. I love that. And I have an Astoyo over here that is probably going to go in the garbage. I've only used it a few times too. So, you know, before you actually buy something, make sure you do your homework. I went, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. I went based off of another view from someone, and you know, I mean, and that's fine. I mean, they liked it and it worked for them, and I mean, it wasn't, I don't think it was much money. I don't remember really how much it was, but anyway, that's nor here nor there. But so yeah, so there's that. But before you purchase something, though, really do your homework. Know that that's what you're gonna want. And as soon, I will say this, and a lot of that was my fault, because when I did buy that, the paddles were kind of hard to come out a little bit. Not as hard as they are now, but they were. And I should have sent it back, but I didn't. I just thought, okay, well, it's brand new. It hadn't been broken, you know, da-da-da-da-da. Well, then I waited too long. So, you know, as far as the product, I'm pretty sure the product's good. That probably was just a random one that got sent out that was defective. You know, it happens. But I just knew that because I had wound up with one defective one, I wasn't going to go back with another one. So I'm going to make sure that this one works the way I want it to work. And I will stand back if it does not. So I'm definitely gonna be using this little bad boy. So we're gonna set it there. And then I have my Let's Resin one over here, which is probably what I'm gonna use today. Since that took so long to do, more than likely I may just do a small, simple mold. I say simple, I say small because I don't really know what. Yeah, I say small and simple, but more than likely it probably wouldn't be small and simple. But I do have some molds over here that I have been wanting to. I've got them lined up to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that one just yet. Let's see. How about we do this? I think I can get this painted and all that pretty quick. That one, yeah. I want to do something different to that. Okay, so with this, let me turn my lights on, guys. I haven't turned the lights on today or nothing. So it's probably pretty dark over here. Wow, I bet y'all can see now. Sorry. I didn't even turn the lights on, did I? Ah. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what this is what I was going to do, okay? I had these. These came from Julie from Pouring Your Heart Out. And I really am dying to dive into these molds. When I tell you I am dying, I am dying. I've got that one that's a little bit shallower. But just look at that mold, how pretty. This one's a little deeper and more kind of concaved a little bit. But oh my God, I am so dying to get into these molds. And I'm going to do them like this because when they came in, some of them had a few scratches. And I'm hoping that they're not going to go show through the mold when I get ready to pour it, because I'm going to be really upset. So I have those two. I had this one. This one, I've got a plan for this one. This one, I'm going to do a rainbow. Julie did a rainbow Larimar on her channel, and it was gorgeous. I love it. So I want to do a rainbow in this. So I'm definitely going to be doing that one. I'm trying to think of what this one is. Oh, this is the, I think this is the what is it? Snow globe coaster. I'm eventually going to order some more. I want to order from Molds and Shapes too. I have this one that I want to do something in. I have the other mold. One of these I think is a hibiscus or something. And then one is called something else. I don't know. It had a really weird name. Unless I pronounced it wrong or something like that. And then I have a real large one. But anyway, So I have these pulled out, but I did not know that it was going to take me so long to put this little thing together. So we're going to set these to the side because I am going to do those. And I think I will do this little butterfly and hope that it's not going to take me 1,000 years. I've got, let's see, this is the holographic glitter, which I don't really want to use that because if I'm going to use glitter, I've got 2 big main pull-out racks of my own glitters from Tumblers. Okay, we have neon. I wonder what that would look like in a neon. Oh, you know what? Let's do that. I say we do that. Or even fluorescent. So we have neon powders and we have fluorescent powders. These are already open, so let's try these. Why not? Those came in a package that I purchased. And so I think we will try those. And I really need to get me some brushes, I suppose. I mean, I did buy these for detail. I have some for detail work, but yeah, I think we'll do these fluorescent ones. I think a butterfly would look really pretty in that. Let's see what we got here. That's just fluorescent yellow. But this looks more fluorescent to me. But hey, it is what it is. We're just... I didn't know why it could be fluorescent, but I guess so. I've never seen a white fluorescent. Have y'all? But yeah, so we're gonna go with the fluorescent. I think they're gonna look cute. I'm not gonna do it in any certain kind of order. I'm just gonna, as my UK people would say, we're gonna have a play. I need some small brushes is what I need. I guess I need to order some. I mean, I've got these, but I don't know. These may come off a Temu. I'll just use these little El Cheapios here. It's fine. No big deal, right? I just need one. Yeah, we'll pull out 2. The one I used the other day, they're literally dyed completely red, even after me cleaning it. And when I say red, I mean red. And they're clean. And they're like super red. Okay, let's get this party started. I need a black though for this and his eyes, and these are generally black or gray. Let me find a, oh, you know, I could use this. I've got some holographic glitter that's super fine that I really need to get rid of. I've been trying to get rid of all of my glitters that when I first started I was doing. Now this is black. I really think some of these are going to look pretty in this though. And I know there's not a fluorescent black. I just know there's not. I'm trying to see if I have something from somewhere that's a black that shimmer. Give me just a minute, guys. Let's see. I've got a silver black, a silver satin, silver gray. I just don't want to go with something that's going to be yeah, I just don't want to go with something that's going to be sparkly and all that if we're going to do these fluorescents. I just don't think it'll look very good. So I'll save this for another. I'm really undecisive or undecided, however you want to say it. This hasn't even been opened. Well, none of these have been opened actually. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put y'all on a quick pause while I get all these opened up, because if I don't, this video is gonna be 2 hours long. So let me get all these opened and I will come back here in just a minute. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. They are all opened except for this one. This was the only one that wasn't opened. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start out with the black first because I want to do the antennas. I'm going to trim all of this in the lines with the black. And then I'll go back in and clean it up. And then I'll fill all of these. I'm trying to think, filling these in, doing these, is that going to be the easiest? Or is that going to be filling this in first? I'm thinking the lines is going to be, I'm going to go with the lines. And I may put y'all on pause and get some of this done and then come back. I'm going to let you see how I do some of it. And then, because I know some people like long videos, but some people don't. And I don't want to, I just don't want people to have to sit and, you know, watch and wait for me to do this and then potentially, you know, leave because the video was too long, you know, until I figure out what everyone likes and what everyone doesn't like. You know, I just don't want to, and I mean, I love long videos. I sit and watch long videos all the time. But some people do and some people don't, so. And I'm just going to go over all this with the black and do the lines in the black, the antennas. So, and then I'm going to fill all the lines in with black, clean it up. And when I get done with that, I will come back. I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, we're back. I am still cleaning up the mold a little bit, so I thought I'd pop on and show you how to do that. So all I do is just take a little tool here. I bought some pins and I don't know why I'm not using those, some alcohol pins, but whatever touches your mold first, that is going to be the color you're going to get. Okay, so in all these little areas here, And I need a pokey stick. But in all these areas where you see powder in this spot, I'm doing those a different color. So if you're going to do something a different color and you've got powder, mica powder on there, that's going to be the color that you're going to get when you demold if you leave that there. So that's why you have to clean off your mold, and you have to clean it off very well. Otherwise, that's the color you're going to get. And I will go over this again once I get all the basic all the real stuck on stuff on here. Then I'll go over it. Because I have some microfiber, the little mini micro brushes here. I'm just trying to get the biggest majority off first, and then whatever I wind up accidentally taking off here, I can just get a sponge and put that back on. But I'm just trying to get the biggest majority of it out first. It doesn't show when I do my other colors, because black's not what I want on here. So I've got to get it cleaned off. And whatever gets wiped up here, like I said, I've got makeup applicators that I can go in with the sponge and just add that black back in. But I will do that after I get my colors inside, because that way I'm not having to, you know, clean up a whole lot of area here. And that's really why I don't like these little intricate detailed molds like this for mica powder, because it's just, it's a lot. But I thought, if you're new, I thought I would show people how to do it, you know. And this side I've already got pretty much almost cleaned. In fact, I mean, it's clean for the biggest part. I've just little small stuff I've got to go through and do. But I thought I'd pop on and let you see this side over here and what I'm doing. And I'm hoping I'm not missing anything or anything like that. I'll do a real good, thorough look. Like, see right there, I wiped some of that off. I don't know if you can see that right there, where I wiped some of that off on that side. So what I'll do, I'll go back in and with the makeup applicator and just put that right back. That way it's not a brush and it's not going to make that much, it won't make that much of a mess.
What are you doing?
I'm filming out.
Why does my phone keep doing
I don't know. Go ask your mother. She's here. out.
Well, I know she's here. I was just asking.
Nevaeh, this is every time.
I didn't know you were filming.
Well, when I told you I was, you should have went out the room. Sorry about that. For some reason, we got an 11-year-old that does not listen. Or no, we don't. Her mother does. And she knows if I'm in this room, I'm filming. So she's going to do everything she can. She got a phone today, but she doesn't realize that that phone can get taken away real quick. Which, granted, she's had phones. In fact, I've bought her 2 phones, an iPhone, and she lost it, or she thought she lost it, come to find out it got stolen. And then, I bought her another one. I bought her an Android the second time, and Mama kept taking it away from her, so I was like, well, I'm not going to keep making the payments on it if she's not going to use it. So I shut the thing off. Because, yeah, it'd be cheaper just to turn it off than it would have been to keep making the payments on it. So I called my service provider and said, just turn off the darn phone. It was pointless to keep paying that kind of money for a phone that's not being used. And I don't do Androids. I would have used it for filming, but yeah, I'm an iPhone. I have been iPhone for a while, and I said I'd never go back. I used to be Android. That's all I ever had was Androids, and I loved them until I picked up an iPhone. And when I did that, that was it. It was over. Okay, now, I've got most of that clean. I am going to, like, some of these spots that I've accidentally hit while I was cleaning. I'll go back in with the sponge, like I said, but I just want to make sure that I get all the black out first, and then I will, I'm going to put the color in, and then I'll go and do, touch-ups and all that need to be done, and I'll come in with my finer tipped brushes and do that, because I'm not gonna lie, doing stuff like this, it's a long process. So if you're planning on doing something like this, just be prepared that you're not gonna be busy, and put everything aside, because you're gonna be here a while. And that is no joke. And I have ordered me some new brushes also from Amazon. I ordered them last night. I'm in that Vine program, and so I I ordered some stuff off of there to see, because I've been needing some new applicators and brushes, and you can never have too many paint brushes and things like that, right? So anything that's got to do with crafting, I'm gonna be getting, and that way I can test it out and do a review. So but yeah, they sent me a notification to do Vine, and I was like, what is that? And you just go in there, and it's basically you pick what you want. Within their shopping thing, you pick what you want, and they mail it to you, and you give them an opinion, a unbiased, not you know, not a sponsor type side of it, can't be influenced in any way by the person selling it, or you know, whatever. And yeah, you just go in there and you give your honest review of the product. And I thought, well, I can do that. I mean, I shop enough on Amazon. I didn't even know they had anything like that until I got the notification come across my phone, and I'm like, what? So I did some looking and digging into what it was, and I was like, sure, why not? I mean, I shop at Amazon anyway, so more than likely, I probably at some point probably would have bought the product anyway if it would have been any good. So at this point, might as well get it and test it for myself and see if it is any good. So I thought that was kind of cool. But the only thing with Vine, you actually have to be invited to get into that. And what's so funny, I didn't even know, you know, like I said, I didn't know anything about it. And then when I started doing YouTube, I watch Laura's Design Studio, and she is a Vine member, and I thought, huh, well, now that's funny, because I just learned about Vine, and she does Vine too. I've never heard anybody ever say anything about Vine on any of their channels or anything. Okay, so all that looks pretty good now. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in with a color, like I said, that I really need to go ahead and do my black, because I've got a big spot here, and I've got a few small spots, not very many, but I've got a few. I should have done these bigger spots first before I even thought about putting the black on, because I really wanted I really want the edges of these to be, you know, the focus, so. But I think they will be. I think it'll be okay. If not, hey, then we'll do a redemption pour, right? To where I'll redeem myself at some point. Like I still have to do on that one that I did, my bloom. I still gotta do one on that one. But I may have to do, I think I need some new spout bottles, some pump bottles. I need to order some, I guess. I've had these since I've started doing this, and like I said, I started with tumblers, so probably need to get some new bottles. And I just got these from the Dollar Tree, really. And what I did, I took the they had the real cheap acetone in them, and I just poured the acetone out and cleaned them real good and put what I wanted in them. Granted, I have all kinds of pump bottles and spray. Well, I don't have pump bottles, but I do have spray bottles. Okay, so right now I think that's all looking pretty good. All these little spots are cleaned. Like I said, I will go back over these areas here with the black. I think I need to clean that little spot right there, because to me it looks like it's on this, but I can't really tell for sure. But I would rather it not be and just go back over it, because that's what it looks like. It looks like it's on this. I don't think it is, though, because I think I just rubbed it off from the inner portion. Okay. All right. So, that's... Now I'm going to move this out of my way, and I'm going to get... I'm not going to do paint brushes. I have these, but these are the little micro brushes that I was talking about. I don't know if y'all can see those. But I have, let me get, what you doing, mamas? What you doing, baby? Why don't you go get on the bed? Why don't you go get on the bed, Mama? Go get on the bed, Brittany. Go get on the bed. Go get on the bed. Go get on the bed. Sorry, guys. Give me just a minute. Go get on the bed. I know it. Goodness. Sorry, I got a sick little doggy today. I don't know what's wrong with her. Come back from the doctor and she's breathing real hard, and she spit up some red stuff. To me it looks like blood. My daughter said it wasn't, but these are the applicators I was talking about. But the ones that I've got coming, I ordered several different kinds. They're like a brush. So, and then I have, you know, these little brushes that I bought. I think I got these off of like Temu. I don't know really where I got these brushes, guys, but anyway, I've got all kinds of brushes because I bought some for detailing, and I bought some for this, and I bought some for that, and I bought this and that, and this and that, and I don't know. I've got so much stuff that I bought that I couldn't even tell you what probably half of what I got. I'm trying to clean up all my stuff, so and these here, they're good for big projects, but they're definitely not good for little intricate spaces like this. And these are some that I bought. I don't know where I even bought these. I don't know if I got these off of Temu or Amazon. These are actual professional paint brushes. And I bought them, and I'm doing makeup with them. I mean, not makeup, but makeup powder. Okay. I'm going to set these aside. Now I'm going to do all different colors here because I just want it to be colorful. So I don't know if y'all can see these colors. I think you can. And I don't know, some of these are a different, like these, I don't know. The green I probably will. I want the bright colors. That yellow. I don't know. I may just do them all. Why not, right? I have them. Let's do them. We'll have a little rainbow butterfly. I thought about doing it in glow in the dark. Because I have all kinds of glow in the dark stuff. I've even thought about doing glitter. I've got loads and loads and loads of glitter. And when I say loads, I mean loads. Okay, I want to go down the line. That blue is too close, so I'm going to do it like this. Well, I don't even have a blue down here at all. So we'll put this blue here. There we go. Now, I have one orange, so maybe put this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll kind of put this one in the middle. I'm trying to space out my colors where they're. I think that'll be okay. Okay, we're going to go with purple first. And I'm going to do it right here. And like I said, what falls inside is not going to matter because the black is already on there. So whatever you see on there first is what you're going to see. And that black's not going to rub off. Other than it already being rubbed off the side right there. And that's where I've got to do that black. I got to put that black back on there. And I don't think these are very dark colors either. I think they could be just a wee bit darker, but I don't even think me putting any extra on there would even make a difference. It's not. Yeah, it's not gonna make a difference. Okay. All right. So there's a purple. Let's see. I think I'll do a yellow. Ooh. That yellow is going to be very light. That's kind of what I was afraid of. I will put y'all on pause here in a little bit, and then I'll come back when I get all this done. I just wanted you to see how I was doing some of this. Like I said, the black's already down, so what's down, it's not gonna hurt. That yellow is not gonna, it's not gonna show up. But always dust your mold out. But yeah, these are not very, these are not very bright colors. So hopefully once I get a backing on it, I'm hoping they kind of get a little bit more vibrant. But we will see. We will see. Okay, we're going to do this one. I think I'll do this one pink. And where I've got black missing right here, I'm going to have to go in and clean that up and then add the black back. But that'll be fine. I just didn't want to do all that while I'm doing these colors. And okay, guys, I will put y'all, and I'll stop and I will bring y'all back as soon as I got all this done. Be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. So, got it all cleaned up, got it finished. I'm hoping I'm not missing any spots. I thought I'd back it in this black because that, to me, is not very black. So, I'm going to mix this up in my new mixer. I don't even know how much this thing holds. I'm thinking probably, I'm going to mix up 4 ounces. And I'm hoping that's going to be enough. And I'm hoping it's not too much. Because I don't have a mold ready for extras. So, I need to see. We'll see if y'all can see this. I'm going to try my new mixer out. So, make sure y'all can. Oh, you just push the button in the back. And then you put it in here. I just want to make sure that it's going to fit in my cup. And that cup doesn't sit very well. These are the messed up cups. So I better get one that sits flat. And it's none of those. Give me just a minute. Let me get a flat one. I mean, I could sit and hold it, but I am going to put these black gloves on that I just bought because, I don't know, I had an allergic reaction to something, don't know what, so I bought new gloves. They're 6 millimeter thick, so, and they're for chemical, so surely nothing should penetrate through that. Okay, so we're going to do 4 ounces. And that cup's not sitting very good either, but it's better than not. And I thought since I'm doing black, I'll just go ahead and use up this black epoxy that I had from Let's Resin, because I need to get rid of it, and there's no sense in sitting there with having to put the other in there. So I thought, well, I'll just use this. Okay. When you're mixing, I always put my part A in first. They say to put your part B in first. And this is what I've always been told. You put your part B in first, and then you put, I don't know that this cup is going to sit and spin. I'm afraid the cup's going to, like, take off. So far, so good. Probably doing it too fast. But this is a shallow mold, so the only downside of this, I wished it had a timer. But so anyway, while that's mixing, so what I was saying is, always put your part B in first because it's thinner. So then when you put your part A in, it's gonna sink, which means, of course, everything's gonna raise up. So when you squeeze your part A in, squeeze it, let it sit for a second, and let that rise up. Now that's the way I've always mixed my epoxy. I've never had a problem, ever. And that's the way I've mixed it from day one since I've started tumblers. And I've never, I think it may have a timer, I'm not sure. There's some lights. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm trying to get y'all to where y'all can see it. There's 4 lights that go across the front here. But I'm thinking that's the speed. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that's the speed. I normally don't ever time mine anyway. I just know what it looks like, and I go by that. If there's no striations in there, then I know it's mixed, it's good, and then I pour it. They say to mix it for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, whatever it is. I don't ever do that. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. So that must be the timer. Okay. I'm assuming that's the timer then, because the lights didn't go off when I turned it down. While I was doing this, painting this mold, I thought about something else that I'm going to try. And I've never done it. I know it works on tumblers. Don't know if it works in a mold. So, when I get done with this one, I have another mold that I'm going to be doing, if I can find it. I have another butterfly mold that I want to do. I don't know where it went. I had it on my cart to do next, right along with this one. Okay, so I have this one. This one I know is going to have to be poured, you know, with epoxy, really thin. But with this mold, of course, this is going to leave the holes, which is going to be your detail. So all this other stuff is going to be what's going to stay in the mold. But my plan that I had won't work on this one, because this one's too, but it would work on this one. So maybe when I get, I'm going to pull this when I get this one finished. What I might do when we demold it, I'm going to try maybe another way to do that. Don't quote me on that, but that's what, that's my plan. And I'm sticking to it. We'll let that drain for just a little bit. Bring me some baby wipes here so I can clean my fingers, because I don't want that okay. Now this is why I got rid of the other one, because it was too dadgum hard to get it out. Okay. So I'm just going to wipe my fingers like so. Down this paddle here. Get all that epoxy off there. Okay. Now I've got a paper towel ready here. And got me alcohol. And I'm just spraying it with alcohol. And the paper towel's got alcohol on it, and I am just going to wipe it. Just like that. Now, granted, these are silicone, so, you know, if you don't get to it, it's not going to hurt anything. You can let it cure and then, you know, pick it off. But I have found with my oh, and these come out, and I did not know that. What do you know? I have found with my silicone tools here like that, that they start cracking with, you know, all the alcohol that you're using to clean it, all that. So I don't know if these are going to start doing that. I know on the tips, on the tip of the other one that I have, the blue one that I have, I know that it did. But I think that's pretty awesome that it comes out. But then you just stick it back up in there. And voila, you're done. All right, now let me mix this a little bit better, just to make sure that it's mixed. Always scrape your sides and your bottom. Even if you're hand mixing, make sure that you're doing your sides and your bottom. Doesn't matter which way you go. You just want to make sure that you do that. And I was really up in the air about doing black because I don't like black that much. And I was going to do white, but then I thought, well, white's not going to bring out these colors and make these colors brighter. And I'm hoping they're going to be a brighter color because, I mean, they were in the jar, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be, you know, here after I pour it. So, yeah, that's just something I'll have to see. So far, I'm loving that little mixer. Okay. All right, I'm hoping 4 ounces is enough. If it's not, I'll have to mix up some more, and I'll do that. Y'all don't have to see me do that again. And I will mix it off camera, and I will see you guys when we get ready to demold. You can pour it from up high. Also, that will stop a lot of your bubbles. Yeah, 4 ounces was no way near enough. More like I need another probably 4 ounces. Because that sure was not enough, was it? And this is just the Let's Resin black epoxy is all this is. I bought this. They had a sale going, so I bought this. But yeah, that's definitely not enough. It sure ain't enough if I stick my finger in it. And it's not fast set, so it's just regular Cure epoxy. But okay, so I'm gonna mix up some more. I'll do it off camera, and I will see you guys on demold. Another thing I was going to say, make sure to scrape. I mean, we don't want to waste resin because that stuff is like not cheap. We all know. But anyway. And it doesn't look like I'm going to have any bubbles, so that's even better. I didn't even do anything not to create bubbles. I don't know if it's the epoxy or if it was the mixer, but however, I'm liking it. Alright guys, anyway, I'm going to mix up some more and I will see y'all on demold. Be right back. Okay guys, we're back. And these are all cured and ready to demold. Let's see what we got. These were extras. So this was a little sunflower that I got in an order. So we're gonna, I had some extra left. I didn't even color. Oh, now that turned out really cute. Huh. Except for it's missing some leaves over here, but that's okay. Not leaves, but petals. So, but yeah, that turned out really cute. That would make a pretty good magnet. Okay, this is an into resin mold. This is their other little flower mold. I can't find my other one. Oh yeah, I did find it. My turtle is the one I can't find. I'm trying to get all these little bits off before I've only poured in this little mold twice, so, oops. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. I don't know what that little spot there is. That's got to be something in the mold because it's got a hole in it. And it's all scratched up. Unless it's a piece of silicone or something in there, but I love that little mold. It is so cute. I just need to kind of file this down just a little, and I don't know, you could make a brooch, you could make a magnet, you could do a lot of things, keychain, you could do a lot of things with that. But I love that flower. That is so stinking cute. Okay, now for the main event. And yes, I had a little bit of overage. And I'm hoping it's just gonna break right off and have no issues. Yeah, that's not the way my luck goes. And I'm hoping that these colors, I have not peeked, I have not looked. But I'm hoping these colors turned out pretty good. So far we know, I can see that it did transfer. I mean, these wasn't no, really good type mica powders. They were just some that I got in an order that I purchased. It's kind of like I don't know, like a little gift. Well, not really a gift, but it's just different items in a big old bag that you can purchase. I got it from Glitz and Glitter. She does a surprise bag ever so often, and that's where those mica powders come from. Those were in the package, or in the order that I did, along with the little sunflower. Well, the mold came out really clean, except for just, you know, this. But as far as the mica powders, it had a little bit right there that didn't come out. But other than that, so maybe that's a good sign. Keep our fingers crossed. And I've got this little overage here, and while it's soft, I'm going to go ahead and just take my, I've got 2 pairs of these for jewelry and other stuff, and I'm just going to take my snippers. I could do it with scissors, but these are flush cutters, so I like to try to flush it. But when I flip it over, I'll flush it a little better. Okay, are we ready? The back looks good. A couple of little hole bubbles, but nothing that's going to be, you know, up against a wall or whatever if somebody hangs it up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Aww. Well, that's stinking horrible. So none of the colors showed up. They all look gray. Well, now that's a bummer. Huh. That's unfortunate. I can't believe that. I mean, it don't look bad if you want a gray butterfly. I mean, but that's not what I was going for. And see, this was the orange color that I painted this one orange, and it didn't even, and these turned out really shiny, and these didn't even turn out, they turned out flipping matte. So I wonder why those turned out that way and the rest of it turned out shiny. Huh. Well, that's a blooper. That was a big fail. So I know not to use those colors in anything like this. I don't know what you would use them on then if it's not going to show up in resin. If anybody's got any ideas, let me know. Because I've got fluorescent colors that I've had for a while, and I mean, they show up in resin whether you back it in white or black. So I don't know what the deal is with those. I mean, I guess you could probably pour it, you know, you put it in some resin. Let's see if I can do this with the scissors. I probably need some shorter scissors, but yeah, that's a bummer. So, I mean, I can pull my markers out and paint them. But then if I do that, then I got to do a top coat. And I really wasn't trying to do all that. But I don't like it gray. I mean, I wanted a really colorful, pretty butterfly. So that's really horrible. Really. I thought he was going to be colorful and pretty. And instead, he's gray and black. So, I don't know. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to do. Just leave it like it is and let it be a blooper. Or because I mean, I had some big ideas for this little mold here. I was so excited to unmold it. But I do have another idea though that I want to try with this mold. And I'm hoping it'll work. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I know it works with tumblers, so I don't really know why it wouldn't work with this. But it's something I really, really want to try with this little mold. Not going to try it today, but we will definitely have to do a redemption side on this little butterfly, because that just kind of upsets me. I know I should be laying this on the table and it would be probably easier to do. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It just had a few spots here and there that needed to be and it's, I mean, it's not really that sharp. It's just, it's sharp enough that I don't want somebody cutting their hand on it. But it's still kind of soft too. A little bit, so I'm just impatient. And instead of letting it cure all the way, I'm being very impatient and trying to do it now. I mean, he's already messed up anyway, right? So I would say I could I could use it as a filler, but yeah, that's too big to use as a filler unless I have one gigantic mold. But that's, yeah, I need to quit because it's soft, but I mean, it's no big deal. I'll just throw it out in my flower bed or something and as a little lawn ornament, flower bed ornament, whatever. By the time the dirt and all that gets on it, you ain't gonna. But yeah, that kind of upsetting. I really had high hopes for this little guy. That's why I took my time and everything to, you know, make sure the mold was clean and, you know, all that good stuff, because I really thought it was going to turn out really pretty. But, you know, I can't say resin does what resin wants to do, because it really didn't have anything to do with the resin. It was actually the mica powder, so that didn't have anything to do with. But like I said, I'll put it out in the flower bed, and because I'm not going to sell it, that's for sure. Not even as a blooper. I mean, don't get me wrong, he turned out kind of cute though, even though he is black and gray. I guess, you know, if you like the dark side of things, I guess some people would like it maybe. I mean, everybody's different. Just not what I was going for, you know. I was going for colorful, and I'm not gonna, I could get my markers out and all that, but I'm not gonna waste my time on it. I mean, it is a gorgeous mold. Very pretty mold. It's just not, I will definitely have to I may need to change my blade too. I've had this blade in for quite a while. But anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell for future notifications for newer videos when I upload. And that's it for today, guys. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.